Hey gem hunter, have you ever thought that a simple stone seemingly insignificant could be the key to a fortune? What if I told you that a stone you come across every day, right in your path, could reveal $1 million gem? Sounds like something out of a movie, right? But believe me, this might be more real than you think. In this video, I'm going to share a secret that many don't know. How an ordinary stone, one that's all around you, can hide a treasure that few have the luck or the wisdom to find. And we're not just talking about its material value. We're talking about the emotion and adrenaline of discovering something that can change your life overnight. So if you're ready to uncover this mystery and maybe even turn what seems like just another rock into a gold mine, keep watching. I promise you'll be amazed by what I'm about to reveal. Hey, have you ever caught yourself looking at a rock on the ground and wondering, could this be something special? It may seem like a simple question, but what if I told you that many of these stones hide valuable secrets that could actually change your life? No, you didn't read that wrong. Many rocks that seem ordinary are actually true gems of nature, and trust me, you can learn how to find them. Sounds crazy? Well, I'm about to show you that it's much easier than you think. In today's video, we're going to talk about the black opal. That's right, this amazing stone could be right near you, but only those who know what to look for can see its true value. Just imagine, you're walking around, and suddenly you find something worth more than you could ever imagine. All you need to do is learn to see the world a little differently, and that's exactly what I'm going to teach you now. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Click that subscribe button. It'll be way easier for me to help you uncover these treasures if you're up to date on everything that's coming your way. Let's go on this journey together, because who knows, the next treasure to be found might just be one you discover yourself. Don't miss the chance to learn something that could change everything. Now that you're here, have you ever imagined the impact of learning to recognize something worth more than gold? The black opal, for example, is one of the most fascinating and, at the same time, one of the hardest stones to identify. What makes this stone so special is that often it's hidden among common rocks, but it has a shine and beauty that are truly unique. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. But the good news is that with a few simple tips, you could be the one to find these rare treasures. Now you might be wondering, why does this matter to me? Well, the answer is simple. The value of a black opal, for instance, is incredible. In some cases, it can even surpass the price of traditional gemstones like diamonds. If you know what to look for, who knows? A simple stroll in the park or down the street could turn into a real treasure hunt. And the best part? You don't need to be an expert or a miner to get started. All you need is the willingness to learn and apply the right knowledge. Did you know that the black opal is one of the most sought-after stones by collectors and even investors? It's not just valuable because of its price, but also because of the history and energy it carries. In some cultures, it's seen as a symbol of luck and prosperity. So when you find a black opal, it's not just the material value you're uncovering, but also its cultural and symbolic worth. It could be the start of a new journey for you, and so you don't miss any important tips and can dive even deeper into this fascinating world, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This way you'll get all the content firsthand and won't miss a thing. Let's continue this journey of discoveries together. Now that you know how valuable a black opal can be, let's roll up our sleeves and learn, step by step, how to identify this rare and precious stone. It's not enough to just look at any rock and expect it to magically shine in front of you. You need to know what to look for and how to look for it. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you right now. Let's start with 3 simple yet essential steps to identify it correctly. The first step is the initial observation. Pay close attention to any stone you come across. The black opal may look like just another dull rock, but if you observe carefully, you might notice a subtle difference in its internal layers. If the stone has a metallic shine or an iridescence, almost like there's fire inside it, then you're on the right track. This shine isn't something you find in ordinary stones, and it's one of the main signs that you found something truly special. Now, the second step is the water test. Sounds strange, right? But this is a foolproof trick. What you're going to do is wet the stone with a bit of water and watch how it reflects the light. If the stone changes, gaining more shine and depth, that's a great sign that you could be looking at a black opal. This happens because the opal has an internal surface that, when wet, intensifies its color and shine. Imagine finding your black opal just with this simple trick. Finally, the third step is the magnifying glass analysis. With a good quality magnifying glass, take a close look and search for internal microstructures in the stone. The black opal has an internal structure that reflects light in a unique way, creating a kind of iridescent shine that's easily recognizable. When you look through the magnifying glass, you should look for areas that seem to have an internal glow, as if the light is being reflected from inside the stone, not just from the surface. Remember, these 3 steps are just the beginning. Practice is essential, so the more you practice, the easier it will be to identify these rare and precious stones. And of course, never forget, when you find one, never hesitate to share your discovery. You might have found a real treasure, and that's something worth sharing with the world. Now, before we move on to the next step, how about leaving a comment if any of these tricks made you think about a stone you found in the past? Now that you've learned the basics of how to identify a black opal, I'm going to share with you some tricks and techniques used by experts in the field of gemstones. These tips aren't for just anyone. They're for those who want to take their gem hunting to the next level. By applying these secrets, you could be one of the few who truly understand the real value of a stone that, at first glance, might seem ordinary. One technique I use in the field is a simple but incredibly effective trick: gently rubbing the stones on fine grit sandpaper. That's right, sandpaper. When you rub a stone that might contain a black opal on fine grit sandpaper, you might notice an internal glow emerging. This shine isn't something you see in regular rocks, and when it appears, you know you're facing a real opal. This method helps reveal the opal that might be hidden beneath the surface of the stone, bringing out its true beauty. It may sound simple, but trust me, it's a trick many collectors and miners use to identify valuable stones. Additionally, an important detail most people don't realize is that black opals often appear in hard-to-reach areas, like in tougher stones or rocky terrains. This means that to find these stones, you often need to go beyond tourist spots and more explored areas. Think outside the box. By exploring rocky terrains or less visited regions, you significantly increase your chances of finding a black opal, since they aren't common and tend to hide in places people don't usually explore. This makes the gems found in those spots even more valuable. Lastly, one of the most important tips is always to have a trained eye. It's not just about observing, it's about knowing what to look for. For example, when you look at a stone and think it might be different, don't be afraid to investigate further. Many of the greatest discoveries were made by people who simply took the first step and trusted their intuition. So, next time you're walking around, don't forget to look at every stone with an open mind and sharp eyes. Your next big discovery could be right in front of you. And speaking of that, if you want to dive even deeper into the world of gemstones and learn all the details about how to identify and value these rare jewels, we've got an exclusive ebook for you. In it, you'll find everything you need to know to become a true gemstone expert. Don't miss this opportunity. The link is in the video description. So if you're ready to go further, be sure to check it out. Now that you're up to speed on all the steps to identify a black opal, I want to reinforce the key points we discussed. Remember, it all starts with paying close attention to the stones around you. The key to finding a black opal is noticing the details, like the internal glow that makes it unique. Then, simply follow with the water test to see if the shine intensifies. And of course, use the magnifying glass to spot the micro sparks that reveal its true beauty. There's no secret to it. It just takes practice and attention to detail. And, as I said, the journey doesn't end here. Each of these steps you learned today is a powerful tool that can turn an ordinary walk into a real treasure hunt. Now you know that with a little practice, patience, and of course the special tips I've shared, you're ready to find those hidden gems around you. And it's not just about the material value of the stone. The excitement and satisfaction of finding something so rare are unmatched. Now, it's time to put everything you've learned into practice. I want to see you out there exploring and finding these wonders the world has to offer. And tell me, which tip did you like the most? Have you already found any stones with these characteristics? Leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear about your discoveries. Oh, and if you found this content helpful, share it with your friends and family. They can also learn to identify black opals and maybe even find their own. Before we wrap up, I want to thank you for sticking with me until the end. Seriously, every moment you invest in this learning process is bringing you closer to becoming a gemstone expert. And I know you're probably excited to put everything into practice. I'd love to hear about your first experiences, so don't forget to leave a comment telling me what you thought of the video. And of course, if you've already made any discoveries. Now that you're here, go ahead and check out the video popping up on your screen right now. It complements everything you've learned here and will help you sharpen your identification skills even further. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel because we have so many more tips and secrets to share with you. Remember, the world of gemstones is full of opportunities, and with the knowledge you're gaining, you could be the next person to find a hidden treasure. We're in this journey together. See you soon.